And hello YouTube, this is GSmaniamsmart, and I'm presenting a brand new video for tutorials of GS. Today's tutorial, we're going to be going over Windows Movie Maker and how to use it. This is Windows 8. Actually, this is Windows 8 and Windows 10 version. I don't think they made a difference, I don't think they made any changes between the Windows 8 and Windows 10 version. And thank you for the update. I don't know why that just popped up right now. But I'm running Windows 10, and this is how the program looks. It's a pretty easy program to use. This is a program I used to use the very beginning when I first started YouTube, and honestly, it's everything that you could possibly want to do in the video is here. You know, there's a few things that you can't do, but I mean that's some of the most complex stuff and advanced things. But it's a great video editor to start your YouTube videos with. It's very easy to use. A lot of my friends want to do YouTube videos, and they always tell me, "Oh, you should edit this video for me." I'm like, "Well, you gotta edit your videos on your own," and they don't know how to do it, so kind of a video for them and kind of a video for anyone who needs help. So the first thing you want to do is obviously open it up. You can search it at the bottom here. If you're running Windows 8, you can just search it as well. It is a default program on any Windows machine, so you should probably have it on your computer. If you don't have it on your computer, just download it from the Microsoft website. Just type in Movie Maker download. But so once you open it up, if you want to start importing your footage, the first thing you want to do is obviously import all the stuff you want to have in your video. So 3 ways of doing it. You can click this big box right here, and if you do that, it'll open up a file finder, and you can just click a file you want to open. Another way you could do it is click Add Videos and Photos up here. If you click that, the same thing happens. You can open a file there. Another way of doing it, though, is oops, that's OBS running in the background. You can open up the folder that you want to drag the footage from. So say I want to drag this piece of video footage into my Movie Maker, I can just drag it in as well. So three ways of importing your videos into Movie Maker. Use whichever way you want. Now what's going to happen is that once you import a file into Movie Maker, it's going to have to prepare. It's going to have to like pre-render it. And at the bottom left corner here, you see a little file. It's a little bar here. It says File 1 of 1. Now, if you have a very long footage, this is a 2-hour footage file, so if you have a very long piece of footage, it's going to take a while to pre-render. So be aware of that when you're making time to edit. Make sure that you have your video pre-imported already so that it finished loading. So be aware of that. Now, I'm not going to be using this long piece of footage. It's 2 hours long. I'm going to be using something a little shorter. So if you want to do that too, then just click Stop here, and then click Stop Preparing, and essentially your video file will not be viewable. You see, you can't play it. So we're just going to delete that, and we're going to go ahead and import something a little shorter. Now you see this shorter piece of clip, you still have to prepare it, but as you see, the bar is going up a lot faster. So be aware, this is a piece of footage on Guild Wars 2. This is actually a video that I haven't uploaded yet to my gaming channel, but it's going to be uploaded in the future. So for those of you watching from my gaming channel, I guess you get a little sneak preview. But as you see, once this file finishes, you can actually play through it. Right now we can't play through it, but once it does finish pre-rendering, you can play through it. Now if you want to add a photo, for example, in most of my videos I have a photo at the very beginning, like the thumbnail. You can click Add Photos here again, and you can just import the photo. Click the photo here, and obviously this is a League of Legends thumbnail, but I didn't have a Guild Wars 2 thumbnail, so whatever. Imagine this is a Guild Wars 2 thumbnail, but whatever. And if you wanna, it's gonna automatically put it at the end of the timeline, and this is called your timeline here. This little box is called your timeline. Now, say your video footage is very long, you're gonna have to scroll down like that, right? And if you want to bring your photo to the top, you're gonna have to go drag it and wait till this whole thing goes up. And nobody wants to wait that long. I mean, look how slow it's going. So an easier way to do this, at the bottom right corner here, there's a zoom, a little bar that zooms in and zooms out. If you do this, your video footage can get very short. It's still going to be the same length when you're watching it, but the timeline just gets zoomed out, so it's easier to edit with. Now you can just easily drag it to the front. So a very great tool to use. Make sure you use this whenever you're working with long footage or short footage to zoom in or zoom out. So if you want to add, your thumbnail, like I usually do at the very front of the video, then there it is, and then it goes into the video. Now, one of the most important things in video editing is cutting out things you don't want. Now, how do you do that? if you go to the top here, Video Tools, you click Edit, and you'll see there's several options here. All we're going to worry about right now with is the Split tool. The Split tool will basically allow you to cut out a piece of the footage that you don't want. For example, if we listen to this. And hello YouTube. I don't start talking until about 5 seconds into the video. I don't want to have 5 seconds of like nothing happening. So an easy way to do this, all you really have to do, you can zoom in some more if you like for editing. You know, it doesn't really matter. I prefer to zoom in while editing a little more, because as you'll see, when you move this little bar around, if you hold this bar, this black bar, you can move it around, and you can see at what second it's basically corresponding to in your video. So if we take another listen, and look, so right around there I start talking. So I'm gonna move this black bar a little back, and I want to cut all this out right here. I want to cut this portion out right here. Oops, I just clicked it. Be careful when you're clicking, because if you click, it'll basically, like, if you click a piece of footage or a video or a picture, it'll basically bring your black bar back to the beginning. So be careful what you click. So I have my black marker here. Say I want to cut this whole front piece out. Easy way to do this is just click the split button, and it'll automatically split your video footage into 2 pieces. Now this part you don't want, so right click, remove, and now we play this again. And hello YouTube, this is GSmaniamsmart. We don't have the, you know, the part where I'm not talking at all. That part is cut out, so that's splitting for you. That's cutting out. Now say you have a part in the video where it's like in the middle, or you have to make 2 cuts. Say, for example, I mean, let's listen to this.
I hated always coming back to buy them, because you know there was never a merchant wherever I went. There was never a merchant always there. So what you can act.
Is there any part that here that like?
So basically, what you're getting is a master salvaging a ton of these blue ones.
Alright, so I guess this video is kind of perfect. I don't know. I mean, some videos you don't need to do a lot of editing. Some videos you need to do a lot of editing. But say you wanted to, say you wanted to cut out, you know, from here to here, right? Say this portion of your video, you know, you wanted to cut out. If you wanted to do that, what you're gonna have to do is make a starting split point and make a ending split point. So say you wanted to start cutting from here. We're gonna make a split point here, and say all the way from here to like right here. Here's where I wanna cut this portion out right here. You're gonna make your end split point, and then you can go ahead and click the footage in the middle, right click, remove, and then your video will just continue playing as usual. Now we play is going to sound awkward because I just randomly cut a piece out that I don't want. So, I mean, I'm not going to play it because it's going to sound awkward. I'm going to like cut off in the middle of the sentence. So that's how you cut out stuff from the beginning or from the end. If you want to cut out stuff from the end, it's the same thing. You know, you listen to it and then.
Guys, thank you for watching.
Like you see, it's very silent here. I'm not doing anything really. So once again, the same way you at the very beginning, you do the end. So, you know, split again and you can cut the end off. So that's how you cut stuff off from the end, from the beginning, and to cut stuff from the middle, you need to make a starting split point and an ending split point, and then you can cut off, and then you can like delete stuff in the middle. So that's pretty much cutting stuff out. Now, we've gone over how to import video, we've gone over how to cut stuff out, we've gone over how to import pictures. Let's go over how to import music. Now to add music, you can click the Add Music button here and it'll bring you to your music folder. Or essentially you can do the same thing again. Just open up the folder that you have here, and let's say we're going to go add this music track right here. And if we drag it in, you'll see that we now have a little green bar at the bottom here, and you can move your music track around like so. Pretty easy. Now we want to start our music right here to start a video. All you gotta do is drag it to the start of the video here, and if we play it.
Hello YouTube, this is GSmaniamsmart.
Now we see it's very loud, obviously. So first of all, let's actually work with this. This is a pretty long, you know, beginning. We don't want that. We only want like maybe 2 seconds of this. So what are we going to do? Split tool. You should have answered split tool. That was the correct answer. We're going to go ahead and actually, that's not the correct answer. You cannot split photos. So what you gotta do is work with the duration right here. We see that this picture is 7 seconds. Now if you hover your mouse over it, it tells you duration 7 seconds. It also tells you right here duration 7 seconds. And this is with photos. With videos, the duration thing goes away. But with photos, you can change the duration here. So we just want to have it for 2 seconds. So 2. So 2 seconds right here. We'll have 1, 2, and then
And hello YouTube, this is
video starts. Now if you want to add like a cool little animation where it fades in or crossfade, where that will be located is in animations. And there's plenty of animations here you can use. Now be aware if you want to have your animation going into this video, then you have to click this video. If you click this video, then it's basically gonna put the animation at the start like that. So whatever video you want to have the animation going into, you have to click. So I want to have the animation going into this video. So I'm going to use a
and hello YouTube.
crossfade. So now when you preview this, when you click crossfade,
And hello YouTube, this is GS.
the effect gets basically put between your two files here, and the effect is basically created like that. Now let's go and work with the music. Music works the same way. You can move it around. If you want to cut some of the music out, I'll show you how to do that as well. So we want to start our music right over here, right? Now it's very loud though. So how to make the music lower in volume? We have now a new tab here that says Audio Tools. If you click Audio Tools here, you'll see that volume control here. Now be careful with this, because if you click your video, you also have volume control. So don't get this volume control confused with the audio volume control. The audio volume control is underneath the green tab. The video audio control is underneath the yellow tab. So you can change your audio volume. You can make your video louder or lower here, and you can make your music louder and lower under here. So we clicked our audio right here. We're underneath the green tab. We click volume control, and we're going to make it a little lower. Now if we play it.
And hello YouTube, this is GSmaniamsmart, and I'm doing a brand new video for gaming with GS.
Still a little too loud. So we're going to go ahead and lower it some more.
Hello YouTube, this is GSmaniamsmart, and I'm doing a brand new video for gaming with GS. And today we are here to give you another tip and trick for There
we go, a lot lower. You can also make your video footage louder if you wanted to.
And hello YouTube, this is GSmaniamsmart, and I'm doing a brand new video for gaming with GS. And today we are here to give you another tip and trick.
So that's how you basically do it. If for some reason your audio is still too loud, then what I would recommend doing is probably editing your audio in something like Audacity, which is right here. Now I have a tutorial on Audacity. I have plenty of tutorials on Audacity. Audacity is another great tool to use. For example, if you want to record your audio separate from your video, then you can do that too. But we're going to save that for another video. But if you want to edit your audio separately, like if you want to edit your music in Audacity and lower the volume to your liking, then you can do that too. I have a video on how to lower volume and raise volume for tracks on Audacity. It should be an annotation right now. I'll leave a link in the description as well. So once you have your volume like you like, you'll see that it basically runs through the whole video. Now if you notice that your song is not long enough, for example, say that your song only goes like halfway through your video, and ignore what I'm about to do, because I don't want to confuse you. Because what I'm about to do is basically what I'm going to be showing you in like a few minutes. So say that our audio is only this long. Now you still have the half of the video to go. So all you gotta do is just copy this, and then move your black marker to where you want to start the next piece of music, and just click paste. Control V is paste. So Command V or Control V on a Mac is Command. Windows is Control. You gotta get used to shortcuts. Control C is copy. Control V is paste, and Control Z is undo. Control Y is redo. You may want to write those down. They're really useful to use in video editing. So Control C, copy. Control V, paste. Control Z, undo. Control Y, redo. I may just post it on the screen right now for you to copy it down if you want. But anyway, so if we want to restart our music track right here, if we listen to this,
go Mystic Salvaging Kit, and if we check,
oops, it actually ends here.
this is one of the best ways to use these Mystic Forge Stones. So
you see the track restarted. So that's how you basically make the music. So that's basically how you make the music louder and how you extend it. Now, as you see, you can do the same thing here again. You can copy it again and, you know, do the same thing again. Paste so that your music continues all the way through. Now, say your music is too loud. I mean, not too loud. Say your music is too long, for example. You know, I'm going to do Control Z to undo this all. Now, you see, my piece of audio is pretty long here.
guys, thank you for watching.
And it kind of just abruptly cuts off there. See, I don't like that abruptly, you know, cut off piece right there. Now, first thing I'm gonna do is add my end slide. So we obviously want to add our, you know, our ending thing, gaming with GS, the end slide here, and you know, say that our music is cut off here now, really like awkwardly. So what you can do now is you can, the same way you can cut out stuff from your videos, you can cut out stuff from your audio as well. So we go to Audio Tools here. We want to cut off at the very end. So split. And as you see, now you have this piece of audio. It's kind of hard to see because it's so small. But you see, like right there, that little piece right there is where the audio continues. So just click that little piece right there, remove it. And now, if we play this, it still abruptly ends, but you know that this is the end of the track. So how can you like smoothly make it fade out? Very easy. There's no animation for this, but what there is is a fade in and fade out. So if you click fade out here, you can make a slow fade out, medium fade out, fast fade out. Let's use medium fade out, it's always good. So now we listen to this. It smoothly fades out. Now you could change this to fast as well if you don't like the medium one. Alright, and the same thing you could do with fading in. If you don't like how your music comes in like so awkwardly, you know, abruptly.
And hello YouTube, this is GSmaniamsmart.
Like that, you could make it fade in too if you really wanted to. So same thing, fade in fast. Right?
Hello YouTube, this is GSmaniamsmart, and I'm today with a brand new. And hello YouTube, this is GSmaniamsmart, and I'm today with a brand new video for gaming with.
But I guess in the beginning it doesn't really matter because, I mean, it doesn't really sound much of a difference if you have fading in or if it abruptly comes in. But if you want to do that, the option is there. So this is pretty much our video. Like we have an end slide here, we have a beginning slide here, and we have our main footage here with some music. That's pretty much it. You know, if you ever want to add like some text, maybe the way to do that is right here. Add title. Now what a title will do, it will basically create a new slide for you. It will create a black slide for you, and with some text. If you don't like that, then you can just Control Z, or click something else, then click Control Z, it'll make it go away. What you probably do want is Caption. What Caption will do, it will basically create a piece of text that is overlaid on your video footage. So say, you know, I wanted to make a comment like, you know, somewhere like right here in the piece of video, I wanted to say like, oh, make sure you buy this, you know. The way you do that is just double click this piece of text, and then you could say, make sure you buy a sword, I guess. You know, I don't really know. And what you can then do is you can even move this. You can make this bigger or smaller, and you can even move it around. Now, the way you move it around, you have to move your mouse near the edges, and you can then move it around, and you can put it off to the side here. And the same way you can mess with the duration of photos, you can mess with the duration of your text. This time we have a text tools purple box. So we have a video yellow box, an audio green box, and a text purple box. Here you can change the font size. Here you can change the alignment, font color, all that cool stuff. But text duration here, say you only want this to appear on the screen for like 3 seconds, right? Type in 3, it goes for 3 seconds. And if we listen here now.
Once again, this is directed towards newer players, some of the veteran players.
So it comes in and comes out. Now say you want to have like a little effect. You see, you want to have a fade in and fade out. The way you do that is animations right here.
Again, this is directed
fades in. So you can use that. So that's pretty much it. I mean, those are all the basics. There's a few other things you can do, but I'll probably keep those to its own video because the video is getting pretty long. And I mean, this is the basic stuff, so this is probably what a lot of people want to do. Just a great video editor, though. It's a great starting if you're just starting to make videos. This is great. I'm gonna be creating Adobe Premiere Pro tutorials as well. As you see, I have Adobe Premiere Pro here, and this video editor is a lot more complex. You can do a lot of more things with it, and you have a lot more freedom. So once you master Movie Maker, you can switch over to my Premiere Pro tutorials. I'm probably going to be starting them next time I make a tutorial, so check out that. As you see, I have a bunch of other programs at the bottom here. I make tutorials for Audacity, make tutorials for Photoshop, make tutorials for After Effects. I make tutorials for GIMP. So if you want to check all those tutorials out, check out my channel. Really into helping you guys learn software, so that's kind of my thing. But hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully it was helpful. If you have any questions in the comments, you can definitely leave them in the comments, and I'll try to answer you. If you have like a complex question, I'll probably make a video for you even. So if it's like, how do I, how do I move my audio track and my video around, or something like that. I'll make a video for that because it's a little more complex. If you have any general questions, though, I'll definitely answer them if I can in the comments section. And pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and I completely forgot, guys. What's the most important thing of this tutorial? How to export your video so you can upload to YouTube, right? I can't believe I forgot that. Sorry about that. But okay, so how do you export this? Like, say you're done, right? You're done. You want to like save it. A lot of people are gonna do this. File, save as. Now, what this is gonna do is you should do this while you're editing your video. You want to do this. Always save project. And I'm gonna save it to our desktop. And we're just going to go click my movie. That's fine. Now what this will do on your desktop, it'll save my movie as a Windows Movie file, Movie Maker file. So if you're say you're done editing for the day, you can close it and then you can open it back up, and all of your stuff will still be the same. This is not saving your movie as it's not saving it as a file to upload to YouTube. It's saving it as a project file. If you want to save it as a video, you go to Save Movie right here. No, stupid update again. You click Save Movie right here, and then you can click for computer, for high definition display, for Android phones. You have a lot of other options here. Facebook, MySpace, whatever. Who uses MySpace? Well, why is MySpace in this list still? But yeah, I highly recommend using for high definition display because this will upload it in 1080p. But you can use for my computer too. I think this uploads in like 720. I think maybe 480. I can't remember. I just always upload in high definition display. It tells you right there. Display size is 1920 by 1080 pixels, and if you hover over here, it's going to be 854 by 480. So this is 480p. I mean, not a lot of people watch videos in 480p anymore. So just use for high definition display. If you want to upload in 1080p, use this high definition display. And when you click that, you can then save your video as an MPEG. That's fine. This is fine. You can also save it as WMV, but MP4 is the better one. Just use MP4. Don't use WMV. Use MP4. If you are, however, like if you want to re-edit this video, like say say you're editing this video again, like say you're rendering this piece of footage and then you're like using that video to put it into Movie Maker to edit again to add more stuff to it. Kind of complicated, but like if you're using this piece of video for further editing, like if you're putting it again into Movie Maker to use it again, say you're making a movie and this is just like, you know, scene one, then you want to use WMV. The reason why is because there'll be a lot less compression. A lot of the quality will be saved. MP4 compresses a lot. But this is your final state in your project. Say you're completely done. You're not going to make any more edits to this video. Then use MP4. If you're going to make more edits, then use WMV. But we're completely done, so MP4. And you could save as my movie, doesn't really matter. Then we click save. And then you'll see step 1 of 1. Sometimes it'll say step 1 of 2. It doesn't really matter. Just let it load. It's going to take a while for me. I'm just going to click cancel because I don't need this right now. I'm going to be editing it in Premiere Pro. 1 second. Let me finish the tutorial. Alright, so, yeah, so you click, well, you just let it continue loading. I click cancel because I don't need this right now. Let it continue loading, and then it should be saved on your desktop. Then you can just drag it into YouTube and upload it like usual. So, that's it. Thank you for watching. Sorry I left the last part out, but, alright, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video helped you out in any way. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It'll really help me out. If you didn't like it, you can leave a comment as well, giving some feedback. If you have any other comments or questions, please leave them in the comments as well, and I'll do my best to answer them. I usually respond to comments within 24 to 48 hours, depending on your question and depending on how busy I am. I have plenty of other content on my channel about different software tutorials and how-to videos, so if you're interested in that type of stuff, check it out. And if you like what you're seeing, you can subscribe too. Really appreciate it. You can also check out my other channels and social media as shown on the screen right now. And with that, thank you so much, everyone. And this is GSmaniamsmart, and I'll be back sooner than you think. Don't go anywhere.